So here it is, guys. Finally back in the B58. This one's a little different. I know the title's kind of clickbaity because I want people to think that I sold the M4 for the X3.
I mean, listen, bro. If you're gonna go from M4, the next step is obviously the X3, right?
Super reliable, makes a ton of power, and it's easy to mod. And the reality is, the more you mod it, the less reliable it gets. So it's like, you know, you can't have everything at once, but this is a really good middle ground. You know, I had it in my M340 and, you know, I made 500 wheels, so I'm pretty sure these are all capable. Let me just pop the hood on this thing.
All I have is a JB Plus.
I thought this was gonna be a completely stock drive in it. It's so hard to find a stock B58 these days. BMW literally put this motor in every single one of their cars from the no, maybe not the X1 and the X2.
No, those don't have it.
But like real BMWs, because the X1 and the X2 are like Mini Coopers to me. It's front wheel drive-ish, I think, you know, weird. I'm so used to dark housing headlights now. It goes together with like the Stormtrooper look, because you got a Stormtrooper look going on here with some beautiful carbon fiber. This lit.
Yeah, that's Keys Motorsports.
Keys. Okay, so this is real carbon fiber, not carbon fibre.
This is carbon
But this is carbon fibre.
this is actually dry carbon.
Oh, it's real carbon.
This is real carbon.
Oh, so you're good. You're good to go. Oh, okay. I thought my man Eamon was rocking the carbon fibre. By the way, this is my guy Eamon. He has a channel. Go check him out. Man, one thing I always loved about these BMWs, like, it just feels lower and dynamic. So shall I drive the new B58 or my new B58?
By all means.
Whew. In the X3, let's get this for a drive. I like BMW put the little X right here.
Does it feel more comfortable than your...
It does. Oh, it feels way more comfortable.
Yeah.
I didn't know you can get the full dash on here like this.
Yeah, you can. So like,
I thought they were all at half-time, like half digital, and I hate that dash, by the way.
Nah, these ones, I mean, this car just feels more like high, even like compared to a 3 Series, it feels more high-end, more like luxurious. It has like more features that are standard, you know what I mean? Like, I
like the X3M is like that too. It has the interior from the M5 rather than the 3.
Yeah,
so.
I know. It's nice. Honestly, like it feels nice and classy.
This is spacious, man. All right, let's take this thing for a drive. I got my like 20% GoPro battery. All right, boom.
Safety first, man. Remember what happened last time.
Yo, even fully stocked, my man got the service overdue.
Hey.
It's better than the check engine light, like on the M4.
It's like 4,000 miles in. It's not that bad, guys. Please don't roast me.
Oh man, what year is this thing?
This is 2018.
Oh, let me adjust myself.
So there's adjust it as you need.
You know what I like about this though, honestly, first impression, BMW still gives you a little bit of that rumble in the back. The exhaust is very much so not race car-y, but definitely sport inspiring.
It's nice, and you know what's so funny? My wife is like this like small petite girl. She's a teacher. She gets in like the car after school and she starts it off in this little
My man started me off in Eco Pro.
Oh,
how dare you? I'm gonna take it for a little run in Eco. Oh my God, sport mid-turn. Oh my God, sport plus mid-turn.
You gotta do it the fun way.
And he says he doesn't want to die. We chilling. Oh wow, the gauges change up too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
Yeah, really nice.
Pretty classy.
It's just a little different jumping in and out of BMWs because you notice many different things. My gauge, I don't even have circle gauges anymore.
Really?
No, the M has the little shapey thingy. Even my M340.
Yeah. They're
not like round. I kind of prefer the round one, but once you go back and forth between the two, it's hard to tell like what RPM I'm at, you know?
Yeah.
It's burbling. It's actually pretty cool.
Right? Not bad for a flimsy SUV.
Not at all. So hopefully no one's going left because that'll be our ticket to success. He has a stop sign. Oh, I don't want to.
You remember this stop sign before, right?
Yeah, I remember this stop sign. Oh, screw it. I didn't want. Listen, I can't risk nobody else's wheels like that. And look, he's in a CRV. Okay, yeah, okay. Yep. We wait here for hours. See if we can buy us a little bit of room here. So all-wheel drive. I gotta put myself a little closer to the wheel. Here we go. All right. Who's the granny? So I actually drove the X3M. I made a video on it. I titled it like the, SUV M3 kind of thing.
Yeah.
I took it on roads similar to this. Oh yeah, we can go over all the bumps, right?
Heck yeah, man.
What are these, 17s or 18s?
They're 19s.
Oh man. But we got these big fat balloon tires on here, so we're good to go. But yeah, I drove the X3M, right? And, I see why people buy it. It looks cool. It looks dope. It sounds cool. And the performance figures. Like on paper, it's a super dope SUV, you know? Even the X5Ms, you can tune them to what, like 700 horsepower. I don't know, the reality of it, like this is enough power, you know? And I think what separates the M cars from the, I would say, regular BMWs or pseudo M's, the M40s and stuff, pretty much the suspension, you know, and the engine tuning. These cars, the pseudo M's, the M340s, the M440s, the X3 M40, gives you that torque off the line you need that, in my opinion, works better for city driving. If you want an M, you want back roads like this. Now, I'm taking this car on a back road like this because, you know, that's where I compared the X3M. And you do notice a difference in the suspension. This is in sport, right?
Yes.
And, you know, it handles good, but you feel the body roll. In the X3M, I didn't feel that at all. So I'm not saying there's no difference, but what I'm saying is, what's the reality? What's the likelihood of somebody buying an X3M and taking it here every day to go, oh man, I really should have bought it for, you know? It's more so just a suspension change. You hear what I'm saying? Like, we have enough power, and the way this car is handling, I mean, sheesh, it's pretty good. I don't know if you feel this.
Oh, I feel it. You guys, I'm gonna zoom in on my face. I'm like trying to like.
No, I mean, I'm not even pushing this thing like at all, really.
No, this thing, honestly,
you know?
man, like, I think this thing handles really well for what it is.
Yeah.
Also a video I watched of someone like really whipping it, and like.
Well, see, it's not my car to really whip, but like, its thing is really good. I mean, you feel the roll, but it's not saying that this is, if the car's not gonna do it. It's doing it, you know? You just gotta be a little bit skeptical, especially in areas where there are mirrors like that to let you know that visibility is not that great. But like, look at it, man. We're not pushing it crazy. These roads are redone since I took my M4 over here, huh?
I hope so. Although this will probably handle a little better.
Nah, see, this is a lot of weight over here. So, at the end of the day, I don't want to send it like I sent the M, and then we get down here and realize we can't stop.
How are the brakes? Not bad.
Well,
man.
yeah, I'm not taxing this car at all. I'm not gonna do it. But it's, you know, it's one of those things. What's left? Is anything left fun?
No. There's
Okay.
also a cop there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, towards like the entrance, because that's where you're like leaving the park. There's a cop like hanging out.
I think we should go back uphill.
Yeah.
If I can find a way to hook at you and go back up. Or I could take this same road. You think that road was smooth?
This one?
The road up.
I don't know. This road's actually really nice, and it has some like nice winds to it.
Oh, this
Especially
one.
when you get to like the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like up there.
Let's go. And see, that torque off the line, that's pretty much what a lot of people need, especially in where we live at. Because where are you gonna really go, you know? With that being said, is the X3M better? Yeah, I think so, but I don't think you're necessarily gonna know how much better or feel how much better it is. Whoa! See what I'm saying though? We didn't die almost like the M4, but you know, it handles, right? There's no tire squeal. You heard any tire squeal?
I did not, but I was also holding my breath, so.
Yeah, the idea is to not make any subtle movements in this thing, you know? You kind of ease into it. You see I took that turn a little too hot, and I just like, you know, rode it out, you know? Sometimes you might even need to lay on the gas a little bit in rear wheel drive like my car. I get on the gas a little bit just to keep the back a little squatted.
I think from a handling perspective, for me mentally, like it being so high up, I'm just not used to it.
Nah, it's,
Still
trust me,
using
this thing.
435. Like this so low, and I feel like most people are. Like it's kind of tough to get through like that mental block of like you're in an SUV going this fast, taking these corners.
That's how I felt in the X3M, you know? But what I started doing was I started to learn how to take every car, like drive it individually.
Yeah.
Because I used to, like you say, you figure, oh man, this car has 275s in the front. It must hook a lot better, or it must, the suspension tuning, it's a M this. You know, what I learned is when you get in these cars with like a blank mind and you just drive it and you feel out instead of like kind of thinking what it should be, then you can really extract a lot of the ability out of it. Because in all reality, your mind tells you that don't send this thing around the corner like you would your G82. I mean, and realistically you can't, but
Yeah,
you can go a little bit harder than you think you can. Oh, we're just getting killed with traffic from the left side.
Yeah, it's funny because like, you know, like you're always dealing with the physics of, regardless of how high or
I'm gonna
how
let them
big,
go.
You can only pick one car. Is this up there? Money's a factor too.
Okay, I'm about to say money.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? What are we comparing?
All right, like if you're looking at like even at like a 340, an M3, an F80, whatever it is, right? Again, money's a factor because yes, I know, guys, if we can afford any car, like I would get a G-Wagon and I would just like burn gas like nothing.
I'd love to send a G-Wagon. Oh, well, I don't know, man.
I don't think
they look really nice. I will be honest, they look really nice.
They look really nice, but for the money, you know, would you say this is like? So you got B58, you got the styling of a BMW, you have pretty good performance. You have that trunk space back there, which...
You know, I'm trying to think what I thought about the X3M, and you say money is an issue. So listen, if you want the best of the best, the X3M is the best of the best, you know?
Okay, fair.
And if me being myself, driving how I drive, and I can only pick one car, it would be the X3M.
Okay.
And the reason being is because you know how I drive.
Yes.
I mean, I have the G82. But the reality is, majority of people that watch us and just live lives like regular, I'm a regular person, but like the reality is they don't drive like that. You know, the reality is that they're not going to take those corners like we just took it. And we were doing that comfortably in this. So for them to say that they need the best of the best, I think it's more of a marketing thing. I think it's people just want the best because it's the best.
Yeah.
Now people want the best because it costs the most amount of money. And if you're looking for that and it makes you feel good and sleep at night knowing that you paid more for an SUV that you will never drive harder than the guy that drives his X330i, then more power to you, you know? But if you're a logical person who makes sense, who are realistic, don't need it. You really don't need it.
I agree. I think like to kind of like summarize what Mike said, like if an X3M can go up to a 10 and this can go up to like, let's say 6, but the way that you drive, you only go up to a 4.
Exactly.
Do you really need an X3M?
Yeah.
And we're obviously like this could be said for like any car, an M3, a 340.
Yo,
like,
I feel the same way about the M340 because once again, you see how I drove my M340.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've all seen it.
And now, but do you also see how I drive the M? It's like it becomes a point where it's like you're paying for suspension, realistically speaking. In the X3M, you're paying more for suspension. People complain that the ride is too stiff, it's too jarry. I had to change this because it's just it's an X3M. You know, back in the days, M's were just like for hardcore enthusiasts. And now those hardcore enthusiasts are saying, oh, it's gotten too soft. And the demographic is shifting who they want to sell M cars to. They are people who want the looks, who want the fact that they bought an M for the name. So BMW is now shifting. Like Clout Chaser Chad is gonna buy the M because of how it looks and how much it burbles. And they don't have to make it a purist driving machine, or they could just make it gimmicky, you know? And they need it softer because Chad will pay more money 10 times over than a real enthusiast would pay for a good car. So BMW has to appeal to the guy who's gonna throw money at them, and the guy who's gonna throw money at them is the guy who just makes a ton of it and really just wants it for clout.
It's so sad how true that is.
Yeah, so it's like it sucks to say. I don't want to lose subscribers by saying it, but that's the reality of the newer M's. More people that don't care about the driving dynamics are buying them. And they're complaining it's too stiff.
Almost like buying it for like a G-Wagon because it's like it's a high class, like high trim.
Absolutely. But there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it.
Listen, like if you got the money,
if you got the money and you want it because it's the biggest, baddest thing, then do that. You know what I mean? But you have to understand that it's an M car, and drive it like it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you don't buy an SUV and be like, oh, it's too big.
You bought it because you need space, but they buy it. Oh my god, man! It's just the suspension was terrible, man. It was just too firm. It's an M, bro.
Yeah.
Get an M340. I mean X3 M40i.
I think
these names are just killing me now.
I know.
It's like an A, B, C, D, E, F, G, X Drive, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, you know?
M40i.
Just like that, man. We're wrapping it up, man. The X3 M40, what do I think about it? I think it's a great car. We discussed it millions and millions of times. It's gonna be more car, watch your back, watch your back. You got a Hyundai running. It's gonna be more car than I think a lot of people will ever need. Now, with that being said, check out keysmotorsports.com if you guys want to modify your X3 to have it looking like my man Eamon's over here with the carbon fiber. This is not carbon fibre. Carbon fibre would be the fake stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it rhymes with eBay.
What
Carbon
I mean-
fibre, eBay.
Oh,
No, I didn't.
why?
I just came up with that. No.
Yo, I was gonna
Some
say
people
that
said I
too.
should have been a rapper.
Yeah, I don't know about that. But I'm not a rapper. So.
It's a sexy looking car. It looks 90% of what the X3M is, honestly.
Let me make it look better.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Is that a good pose?
Yep. I think that's perfect. That's all we needed.
Go ahead. Is this Instagram? Should I? No?
Oh yeah, you know Instagram.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but man, I'm telling you, bro. This thing is nice. I think I'm getting